in book 3. Now the sons are answering, Al-abna'u, Na'am, Nafahamuha, Nafahamuha. Brothers and sisters, Nafahamu, Fi'lun, Mudari'un, Marfu'un, Bid-Damma. Where is the fa'il? Fa'il is mustatir. Taqdiruhu, Nahnu. And what is this ha doing here? Ha is maf'ulun bihi. Yeah? But then what does it represent? All the damir must represent something. They must go somewhere to indicate for what noun it is being used. So here, ha refers to durusa. Atafhamuna durusa. So durusa is what is being represented by ha. How come ha is coming? Muannas? The answer is kullu jama muannas. That is why ha means durusa. Yes, we understand the lessons. Jayidan, again, mafulun mutlaq. Walhamdulillah. And all praise belongs to Allah. Hamid is asking again, brothers and sisters. Ayya suratin. Ayya has come. Mansub. Why? There has to be a verb in the sentence. And what is the verb in the sentence? Tahfazuna al-ana. Tahfazuna. Hafiza yahfadu. This verb requires mafulun bihi. So if you say tahfazuna, the question is, you memorized or you are memorizing? What are you memorizing? Then we need the answer. So that is our mafulun bihi. But how come ayya has come in the beginning? Mafulun bihi always follows the verb. Okay, the sequence is fi'al, fa'il, mafulun bihi. How come ayya has come in the beginning? Brothers and sisters, ayyu, ayya, ayyi, they are all ismu istifham. Ismu istifham means they are the nouns for asking, nouns of interrogation. And they have to come in the beginning. So the sentence can also be changed to Tahfazuna ayya suratin, for our understanding. But then ayya has to come in the beginning, not afterwards. So ayya suratin tahfazuna al-ana. How we will analyze it, brothers and sisters? Ayya mafulun bihi mansubun wa huwa mudaf suratin mudaf ilayhi. Tahfazuna fi'lun mudari'un marfu'un bi thubuti nun. And where is the file? Al-waw. Antum. Al-ana zarfu zaman. Ahmad is replying, brothers and sisters, amma, as far. What is the meaning of amma? As far. We will be studying amma in detail in book 3, brothers and sisters. But here, we have already done it. I'm going to repeat it. After amma comes mubtada. After amma comes mubtada. Okay? Then mubtada must have a khabar. When you bring in the khabar, before khabar, fa comes. Now, I will request you, from now onwards, maybe you have done it in the past, I have already asked you to do it. Whenever amma comes and fa comes, highlight the fa. Okay? You can even highlight amma also. When you highlight fa, it brings to our mind that the use of fa is necessary. Okay, brothers and sisters? So amma, ana, as for I, now is the khabar. فَأَحْفَظُ سُورَةَ الْمُلْكِ. As for I am memorizing Surat al-Mulk. وَأَمَّا هَؤُلَاءِ. And as for these, that means his brothers. Again fa. So highlight fa again. Fa يَحْفَظُونَ. They are. يَحْفَظُونَ Surat al-Qalami. يَحْفَظُونَ. We know it, brothers and sisters. فِعْلٌ مُضَارِعٌ مَرْفُوعٌ بِثُبُوتِ نُونٍ. Waw is the file. No, it is hum. They. Because it is يَحْفَظُونَ. Inshallah, you understand fully, brothers and sisters. Now comes something different, brother. Now the verbs are going to be different. Because now Hamid is addressing his daughters. See how beautiful this lesson is? First, Hamid was addressing his wife. So all the fi'ls were second person, muannas, anti. Then Hamid started addressing his sons. The verb was antum. And in here, فَيَحْفَظُونَ was hum. Now he is addressing his daughters. So they are antunna. What are they? Antunna. Now, at this juncture, brothers and sisters, I have come up in my mind a new song. Very simple little song. But if you will memorize it, you will understand the whole fi'l mudariya. Brothers and sisters, are you ready? Now you know fi'l mudariya, we divided into 3 groups, just for us to understand it. Group number 1, 5 in your pocket. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? 5 in your pocket. Huwa, hiya, anta, ana, and nahnu. Okay? These are 5 in your pocket. And then we have noon comes and noon goes. In this section, the noon is the sign that the fi'l mudariya is marfu. And if you drop the noon, then fi'l mudariya is no longer marfu. It can be mansub and it can be majzum. But we got to understand that at this level of our study, we are only dealing with marfu form. Later on, we will study majzum and mansub. So we should not be worried about majzum and mansub now. We will only concentrate on marfu form. And then the third section, brothers and sisters, the third section is mabni. There are 2 forms of fi'l mudariya, hunna and antunna, and they are mabni. But how do you describe it, brothers and sisters? So here's a little poetry, brothers and sisters. Inshallah, you will like it. Can you read it, brothers and sisters? Inshallah, you can read it. I put it in a song form. Inshallah, you like the song. فعل ماضٍ فعل أمر مبنيان فعل ماضٍ فعل أمر مبنيان فعل مضارع is معرب. It has 3 kinds of moods. فعل مضارع is معرب. It has 3 kinds of moods. It can be marfu, it can be mansub, it can be majzum, but never majroor. It can be marfu, it can be mansub, it can be majzoom, but never majroor. Now this has got a nice beat, brothers and sisters. Inshallah, you'll follow the beat now also. Here, brothers and sisters, I'll say it one more time. Fi'lu madin, fi'lu amrin, mabniyani, mabniyani. Fi'lun mudari'un with mawrabun. It has three kinds of moods. It can be marfu, it can be mansub, it can be majzoom, but never majroor. So brothers and sisters, fi'l madi and fi'l amar, they are mabni. They do not change. Okay? But fi'l mudari'a has three moods. So every time fi'l mudari'a will come, we got to describe it. Is it marfu? Is it mansub? Is it majzoom? We got to describe it. Okay? And it will never, ever, ever be majroor. Huh? Now, we must remember, brothers and sisters, the noun are declined. Huh? They have three cases. What are those three cases? Marfu, mansub, and majroor. Noun can never be majzoom. But now we come to fi'l mudari'a. We say it has three moods. Marfu, like the noun. Mansub, like the noun. But then it is majzoom. And only fi'l mudari'a can be majzoom. And it can never be majroor. Inshallah, if you keep this in your mind, brothers and sisters, it will make things very easy. Now, when it is 5 in your pocket, remember, brothers and sisters, when it is 5 in your pocket, you will see dhamma, if it is marfu. You will see fatha, when it is mansub. And you will see sukoon at the end, when it is majzoom. So it's very easy. 5 in your pocket. But when it comes to noon comes and noon goes, noon aata hai, noon jata hai, then the sign of its being marfu is, the sign of its being marfu is the presence of noon. With the presence of noon, with the presence of noon, it is marfu, and with the absence of noon, it is either mansub or majzoom. The sentence will tell us. Now we come to the third group, brothers and sisters. And third group, is the hunna and antunna. Hunna and antunna, they are mabni. We will always describe it like this. Fi'lun mudari'un mabniun ala sukun. And then we will add fi mahalli raf'in. Inshallah, you'll get used to this. It's very easy. In place of, it's being marfu. Okay? Or fi mahalli nasbin, or fi mahalli jasmin, depending on what is happening in the sentence. Inshallah, I will explain you in detail. But now we are starting the verbs which are used for antunna. So Hamid is saying to his daughters, Maza taf'alna antunna ya banati. Maza taf'alna antunna ya banati. What is the translation, brothers and sisters? The translation is, what are you doing, O my daughters? So, taf'alna, that is the verb. Antunna has been brought for emphasis. Okay? Now you see, taf'alna is fi'lun, mudari'un, mabniyun ala sukun. Taf'alna is fi'lun mudari'un mabniyun ala sukun. Maybe I should write it. All these verbs will come and I'm going to write it. Taf'alna and then abna and then takra'ana and another verb will come. Taktubna and then ta'rifna. These are the verbs which will come. So brothers and sisters, can you see? You will always say fi'lun mudari'un mabniun ala sukun. Where is the sukun? This is your verb, brothers and sisters. And this is the noun. This is your file. Got the idea, brothers and sisters? Now, the first sentence is Maza taf'alna antunna ya banati. Oh my daughters, what are you doing? So taf'alna, how will you describe? Fi'lun mudari'un mabniun ala sukun. Now, brothers and sisters, fi'l mudari' has got 3 moods. So what is this? We know it's mabni, but still we got to describe it. So here it is marfu. So then you will have to say fi'lun mudari'un mabniun ala sukun fi mahalli raf'in. What will you say, brothers and sisters? Fi'lun mudari'un mabniun ala sukun fi mahalli raf'in. This is the way you'll describe. So it's very easy. In a day or 2, you will master it. And then we'll be saying fi mahalli raf'in or fi mahalli nasbin or fi mahalli jazmin. That's it. But in this lesson, everything is marfu. So we will have only to say fi mahalli raf'in, inshallah. The daughters are answering, nahnu al-ana nal'abu. Okay. Nahnu al-ana nal'abu. But brothers and sisters, I did not emphasize one thing, that in taf'alna, I said fi'lun mudari'un mabniun ala sukun fi mahalli raf'in. Where is the file? File has to be there. Noon is the file. Noonun niswa. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? That noon is the file. So remember, this noon is not the one of the noon which comes and goes. No, this noon is the file. Okay? Nahnu al-ana nalabu. We are now playing. The father is surprised. You are playing now, huh? Afi waqtil amali talabna. You are playing at the time of work. You are playing at the time of work. You should be working and not playing. Afi waqtil amali talabna. You are playing at the time of work. Is hamzatul istifham fi harf jar, waqti ism majroor wa huwa mudaf, and al-amali mudaf ilayhi. And talabna fi'lun mudari'un mabniun ala sukun fi mahalli raf'in, and noon is the fa'il. Now look at the other verbs, brothers and sisters. Mata takra'na. Mata takra'na durusa. When will you read the lessons? So, brothers and sisters, here, takra'na, it's mabni. But if I change into anti, what will I say? I will say, mata takra'ina durusa. When will you read the lesson? And if it is anta, what will I say, brothers and sisters? I will say, mata takra'ud durusa. What will I say? To anta takra'u. So, now when it is takra'u or takra'ina, it is very clear that they are marfu. Takra'u, there is a sign of dhamma there. Takra'ina, the noon is there. Okay, but when it is antunna, mata, takra'na, then it is mabni. But then we will say, fi mahalli rafa'in. Inshallah, you will follow this and ponder over it, and you will get it, brothers and sisters. It's not difficult. Mata takra'na durusa. Durusa is mafulun bihi mansub. Wa mata taktubnal wajibati. Taktubnal fi'lun mudari'un mabniun ala sukun fi mahalli raf'in, and noon is the fa'il. When will you write? Write what? Mafulun bihi. Al-wajibati. What is the meaning of al-wajibati? Homework. But then, brothers and sisters, al-wajibati has a kasra. And we are used to mafulun bihi having fatha. But why it is kasra? We know the answer. Because it is jama' muannas salim. And jama' muannas salim is made mansub by kasra and not by fatha. Inshallah, we will never forget this. Al-banatu, the daughters are saying, Nahnu qara'na durusa. We read the lessons. Nahnu qara'na durusa. Wa katabna al-wajibati. And we wrote the homework. Walhamdulillah. We have already read our lessons and we have already written our homework. Alhamdulillah. All praise belongs to Allah. Hamid is saying, Ahsantunna ya banati. You did very well, O my daughters. Ahsantunna. Brothers and sisters, ahsana is the 4-letter verb. It is 4-letter verb. He did well. We can easily conjugate, brothers and sisters. Can we conjugate? Ahsana, ahsana, ahsanu, ahsanat, ahsanata, ahsanna, ahsanta, ahsantuma, ahsantum, ahsanti, ahsantuma, ahsantunna. So when you have ahsantunna, where is the verb? Ahsan. Are you with me? Ahsantunna, where is the verb? Brothers and sisters, ahsan is your verb and tunna is your fa'il. Inshallah you'll remember, huh? هكذا تفعل التلميذات المجتهدات. Like this, the hard-working students work. Brothers and sisters, تفعل is to do, is to perform something. Tilmizatu. Now, tilmizatu, brothers and sisters, the singular is tilmizatun. That is muannas, and you can have mudhakkar, tilmizun, which means student, but in a lower grade. small children, okay, in school. And mujtahidatu is the naat, hardworking. Okay, brothers and sisters. So what is the father saying? Hakaza taf'alu tilmizatul mujtahidatu. What is the translation, brother? That's the way, like that, work the hard-working students. So he likes it, brothers and sisters. He's saying them, I like it. That's the way. I like it. I like that you are hard-working student. Mata tazhabna. See? Tazhabna. Huh? When are you going? Okay. Tazhabna, fi'lun, mudari'un, mabniun ala sukun. Fi mahalli rafin. And noon is the file. When are you going? Li ziyarati khalati kunna. How many words are there? There are 4 words, brothers and sisters. Li, harf jar, ziyarati, ism majroor, wa huwa mudaf, khalati, mudaf ilayhi, wa huwa mudaf, and finally, kunna. When are you going to visit your khala, which is mother's sister? Atarifna, arafa ya'rifu. Ya'rifu, ta'rifu, ta'rifina, anta, ta'rifu, anti, ta'rifina, and antunna, ta'rifna. Fi'lun mudari'un, mabniun ala sukun, fi mahalli raf'in. Noon is the file. Do you know? Atarifna, atarifna. Do you know? Annaha maridatun, that she is sick. Brother, Anna. Anna has come, okay, which is min akhwatu inna. And whenever Anna comes, brothers and sisters, it must be followed by a noun. It must. So Anna has come, we need a noun as a ismu Anna, and that has to be mansub. So in this case, we do not have a noun, but we have a damir. So damir is mansub. Annaha, ha is mansub. And maridatun is the khabar. Brothers and sisters, I will again point it out to you and revise something so that you will always remember it and you will never ever make a mistake, inshallah. When we were in book 1, we learned that if the pronoun joins a noun, what is the result, brothers and sisters? We get mudaf, mudaf ilayhi. When the pronoun joins a preposition, what is the result? We get a compound, which is jarun wa majrurun. And when the pronoun joins a zarf, then we get zarf, and that pronoun becomes mudaf ilayhi. And as we know, mudaf ilayhi is majrur. Do you still remember? Okay, brothers and sisters, I will make it even more clear to you. When the pronoun joins a noun, we get mudaf, mudaf ilayhi. When the pronoun joins preposition, we get jarun wa majrurun. When the pronoun joins a zarf, what do we get? We get zarf and mudaf ilayhi. That was in book 1. What about in book 2? Now when the pronoun joins, brothers and sisters, inna wa akhwatu inna, then that same pronoun, which was majroor before, now it becomes mansoob. We got to remember, very important. When the pronoun joins inna, anna, lakinna, ka'anna, la'alla, and finally laita, these pronouns are mansoob. Mansoob. Inshallah we will remember. It's very easy, brothers and sisters. Now I am joining the pronoun with inna. And what will I say? Innahu, innahuma, innahum. Now the pronouns are mansoob. Inna, harfu tawqid wa nasbin. And the hu is a damir, which is ismu inna, mansoob. Innahu, innahuma, innahum. Innaha, innahuma, innahunna. Innaka, innakuma, innakum. Innaki, innakuma, innakunna. Inni, inna. You can also say, innani, innana. Now this was inna, brother and sisters. What about lalla? Same thing. Lallahu, lallahuma, lallahum. Lallaha, lallahuma, lallahunna. Lallaka, lallakuma, lallakum. Lallaki, lallakuma, lallakunna. And then, la'alli, la'allana, la'allana. Now, we must do with anna also, which has come now in our lesson, brothers and sisters. Annahu, annahuma, annahum. Annaha, annahuma, annahunna. Annaka, annakuma, annakum. Annaki, annakuma, annakunna. Anni, anna. You can also say, Annani, annana. Inshallah you'll remember, brothers and sisters. So all these damir are coming as a ismu anna, or ismu la'alla, or ismu inna, and they are all mansub, brothers and sisters. Now, annaha maridatun. Ha is ismu inna mansub. Where is the khabar anna? Annaha maridatun. Ha is ismu anna. So where is the khabar anna? Khabar anna is maridatun. Then the daughters are replying, Naam, na'rifu dhalika. We know. Know what? We know that. So dhalika is mafulun bihi, brothers and sisters. Na'rifu. Fi'lun mudari'un marfun bid-damma. Where is the file? Mustatir. Taqdiruhu nahnu. Shafahallahu. May Allah grant her cure. May Allah make her healthy again. Brothers and sisters, you must understand. The verb is shafa. What is the verb, brother? Shafa. And I will write down even mudari'a for you. Yash, fi. We are going to do it later on at the end of the book. To all these verbs. Shafa. Okay, brothers and sisters. And then ha is your mafulun bihi. And then the fa'il. Allahu. This is your maf'ulun bihi. Got the idea, brothers and sisters? Inshallah. And this is your fa'il. Now you see the verb is shafa, which is written like this. But as soon as you put a damir into it, this a, which is actually ya, turns into alif. And it becomes Shafa. This ya is also alif because we are pronouncing shafa. Actually it is shafaya. Okay? But the lam kalima is ya, it is naqis. So we pronounce it as shafa. Shafa. But then when you put damir as a maf'ulun bihi, then there's a little change in its spelling. Please remember it. It is same thing as this. So it should not confuse you, brothers and sisters. Inshallah. So shafa is the verb, ha is maf'ulun bihi, and Allahu is the fa'il. Sanazhabu. What is this sa? This is harfu istiqbal. This particle denotes futurity. When this particle comes, brothers and sisters, in the beginning of fi'l mudari'a, then the fi'l mudari'a is exclusively for future. Sanazhabu, we will go. Li ziyaratiha, for visiting her. Hazal masa'ah. Al-masa'ah, evening, which is zarfu zaman. But then haza came in front of it. Brothers and sisters, haza has come in front of it. So what about that? So here, haza is now zarfu zaman. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? Haza is now zarfu zaman. Later on, we are going to learn in detail what are we going to call it. It will be called naib and zarf. It is deputizing the zarf. But all these things will come later on in book 3, inshallah. If you say haza is your zarf, then what is as-samaa, brothers and sisters? I'm sure you figured it out. It is your badal. What is it? It is your badal. That's very easy, inshallah. Because you are very strong in badal business. Inshallah. Okay. Hamid. Now he is asking his son Ahmad. Ya Ahmad, atarifu, do you know? Tarifu fi'lun mudari'un marfu'un bid-damma. Fa'il mustatir taqdiruhu anta. Atarifu mata yarji'u jiranu min makkata. Yarji'u, to return. Al-jiranu, mata yarji'ul jiranu. Jiranu is the file. Brothers and sisters, jiranu is the jama. What is singular? I will write down the singular. The singular is jarun. Jarun. Means neighbor. And the plural is jiranun. Got the idea, brothers and sisters? Mata yarji'ul jiranu. Atarifu mata yarji'ul jiranu min makkata. Do you know when the neighbors are returning from Makkah? Ahmad says, Qala li Yusufu. Qala is your verb, brother and sister. Where is the file? File is Yusufu. And li is two words, jar, majrur. Yusuf said to me, now Yusuf must be one of the neighbor. Innana, truly we, sanarjiu fil spu'il ka'adam. That we will return the following week, next week. Sanarjiu. Again, sa is harfu istiqbal, denotes futurity. Brothers and sisters, narji'u is fi'lun mudari'un marfu'un bi damma fa'il mustatir taqdiruhu nahnu. Okay. Fi harf jar, al-spu'il ism majrur, and al-qadimi na'at. Okay, brother and sister. Azunnu. What is the verb? Zanna yazunnu. Zanna yazunnu. Azunnu. Maybe you should write down, inshallah. It's very important verb, brother. Zanna Yazunnu. Brother and sister, yazunnu. 5 in your pocket. Yazunnu, tazunnu, tazunnu, azunnu, nazunnu. Got the idea, brothers and sisters? So, azunnu. What is the translation? I think. Azunnu. Fi'lun mudari'un marfu'un bid-damma. Fa'il mustatir taqdiruhu ana. Okay. Azunnu, again, annahum. Anna, brothers and sisters, min akhwatu inna. Okay. And where is the ismu anna? Hum. Ismu anna is hum. Okay. And where is the khabar anna? Khabar anna is the whole jumla failure. Annahum sayarji'una yawm as-sabti, inshallah. That they will return. I think that they will return on Saturday, inshallah. So, brother and sister, sayarji'una. Sa is harfu istiqbal, particle denoting futurity, and then yarji'una. How you will define yarji'una? Fi'lun mudari'un marfu'un bi subuti nun. Where is the file? Wow. Hum. They will be returning on Saturday. Alhamdulillah, we finished the lesson, brothers and sisters. Now we will do